under the influence of drugs or alcohol charged as a first offense, along with failure to decrease speed or use due care. Mr. Altum, am I correct that this was an accident case?
Your Honor, I saw it as her being unresponsive, and then she was basically unconscious, and then some paramedics were trying to help her out, and they turned her vehicle off. It's a push-button vehicle as far as ignition goes, and she restarted the car and started driving off with the paramedics in the car.
Okay.
So those are the allegations. The city's actually going to be making, at least for myself, a rare recommendation for an OR, but with a scram device and other conditions pursuant to enhanced supervision.
Mr. McGinnis, have you had a chance to talk to your client this morning?
Yes, Your Honor, she'll be in not guilty plea to all charges.
Okay. Ms. Ortega, I see you having a bit of a rough morning. Go ahead and take a breath to compose yourself. For the record, how do you plead to the charges?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Not guilty? Okay, I'll take that not guilty plea. I've heard from the city. The city is suggesting that in light of its review of your case, that an OR release subject to some conditions is appropriate. I'll hear from Mr. McGinnis. Mr. McGinnis, you're frozen on my end, I think.
I was just really still, Your Honor.
Oh, hey.
I wasn't quite frozen. This case is much more complicated than what I believe is appearing to happen right now. She's 18 years old. She's on juvenile probation. And as an officer of the court, I've got to, tell the court that I believe that's for a DUI as well. That's why she doesn't have criminal history, because when she was a juvenile, I don't know if Mr. Oldham is aware of that. I appreciate the MPRA being a 3 and the court, the city attorney requesting a OR release with a scram unit. And I'd ask that the court do take that approach, noting that she's on juvenile probation. Somewhere I read that it was for a DUI. I don't know where that was. I just wanted the court to make certain that they were making a decision based on all the facts.
I appreciate your candor, sir.
Your Honor, I am seeing that now in the, there's a blurb there in the NPRA. She's on juvenile probation. I don't see what that is for. Mr. McGinnis seems to have more information than I do for bail purposes. Her BAC seemed to be rising a bit once they brought her into the jail. With that other information that I was not aware of, I do think some bail is appropriate, but the main thing would be having her continuously tested.
Scram device has a financial aspect to it as well. I am persuaded that monetary bail is unnecessary in this case. It might be warranted, frankly. However, I am going to stick with the city's original recommendation. I find that enhanced supervision by way of a scram device, and it will be a scram device. I will not authorize an OSM in this case. It must be a scram device, is sufficient to keep you monitored for drug and alcohol use, which is what my concern is in this case. And I find that the cost of paying for such a scram device is sufficient to offset what I think the need for monetary bail for security is. The two interests aren't exactly aligned. I do understand that, but the pragmatics of a person just starting a job, paying cash bail, and then affording a scram device, I think would be a financial roadblock that I don't think is strictly necessary. So that's my sense of things. Here's going to be my order. Ma'am, I will allow you to be released on your own recognizance subject to the following conditions. Number one, you will obey all laws. Every single one. You are not jaywalking. You are not littering. You're doing nothing antisocial, okay? You are obeying every law, even the ones you don't know about yet. You should probably start reading them because you...
Picture this. Paramedics are in the car trying to help her, and she just hits the start button and drives off. Yeah, That's real-life chaos on wheels. The courtroom just got way more interesting.
You got to obey all of them. Number 2, you will consume no drugs or alcohol. You are 18 years old. I know you're an adult now. You just turned to an adult a couple of months ago. So we can't treat you like a kid anymore. We got to treat you like an adult. But you are the youngest adult that we got in this room right now, okay? And I guarantee that there's more going on underneath the hood that we don't know about. And I understand that, man, but you are not consuming any mind-altering substances. You're going to report upon release, and you're going to submit to enhanced supervision. And we're going to monitor your no drugs or alcohol condition by means of a scram device. You're going to be wearing a wearable device, and I will not authorize an OSM in lieu of the scram device. Do you understand these conditions, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you know how to report down at the court when you get out of jail today?
No, Your Honor, I do not.
Okay. When you get out, you got to come down to the Reno Municipal Courthouse. Do you know where that is?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Okay. And I need you to come today because you're going to get out this morning and we need to see you today. If you don't show up, the warrant's going to go out for you. And it won't be an OR if that happens, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. So, when I get out, I have a time frame between today to get in there.
Yeah. Can you come downtown today?
Yes, Your Honor, I can.
That's what you're going to do then. Okay. Mr. McGinnis, anything further from you?
No, Your Honor, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Altum, anything further from you on this matter?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you both very much, counsel. I really appreciate your work on this case. Ms. Ortega, we'll see you down here in just a little bit. Not guilty on all of them. We'll get you a court date. Has Ms. Ortega applied for the appointment of a legal defender?
Your Honor, I don't see. It's probably when PC was found.
Okay.
There's one that would.
I am appointing a legal defender to represent.
Wait a second. The 18-year-old defendant is on juvenile probation for a DUI. The lawyer's like, Your Honor, there's more going on than you realize. Plot twist alert. This case is way messier than it looks.